like this idea here just because if we're doing a reoccurring cleaning, we can see where some of the open slots may be, and we can do it with a resource view as well here. But the main idea I think that we want to look at, these are our different resources in each column. Scheduling dispatch calendar is really where I would tell you to play, because it really has all the functionality of the dispatch board plus the calendar. Most companies that use this will do this for time allocation and slots, still use the dispatch board for dispatching and routing after they've got the stuff in here. But as you can see, there's nothing in here. You need to actually go in and you click this little guy up top, or you can actually click the additional resources. So on the left, you're selecting the resources, and you may, before we dive into this, say, Mike, well, how is there different time slots in here on a half-hour increment? So the first thing we need to do is, if you're opening this for the first time, these time slots are not available. They don't exist. So what we're going to do is most of the thing is always in service autopilot. We go to that gear icon, and when we do these essay setups or deep dives, this usually is what we're doing for folks with them needing it virtually or in person. But we've got resource time slots down here. And what we're going to do is pop that open, and it's going to be defaulted already in this test account because we've already done it. But what you would do is go and hit add time slots. You'd select the days that you want. So whether it's Monday through all 7 days a week, you select your days. So we're going to go in and check all, and how many hours or minutes for time slots, hour all the way up to 8 or 30 minutes. I'm going to recommend 30 minutes because it gives you that granularity between the slots. And then what's the earliest you would start during the day and the latest you would end to start that appointment, or actually finish that appointment. And once we do that, you'd hit save. And what that does is it takes this view of these half-hour time slots and actually imposes it on the dispatch calendar. So before I go any farther, Dylan, Kiana, have I missed anything up to this point, or any questions up to that point? No? Okay. So once again, we're going to scheduling dispatch calendar, and we're going to go in and pull up these different things. Now you could also pull up the unassigned if there's any unassigned jobs. And the interesting thing is, so this demo Bobby is got a 4.5 hour time slot here. So it actually pulls up the whole 4.5 hours. Now let's just say we wanted to go and add an 8 o'clock job for Chad or our team team 2. We can still actually click in here and add a one-time job or a reoccurring job. But if we went in and put our irrigation repair in here, and we're going to do that on the 17th. We've got our 2-man team. We could put in our rate, whatever that is, $250, and it's an hour and a half. So what we can do is go in, and at 8 now automatically bumps it up to 9:30. So that's your window for that appointment to actually get done. We'd hit save, and it's going to yell at us. We need to actually select a client. So this is where it's a little bit different from the dispatch board. So in this instance, you need to go in and select the client, and if it's part of a contract, if there's contract ability here, it would be here, so it doesn't bill, but it bills just in the installment. So once that's in there, we can hit save, and that is going to drop that irrigation in. Now you'll see that our Bobby demo here is dispatch because we did that on the dispatch board. Irrigation repair is the calendar with the little fire icon here. And this has not been dispatched. So you can actually go in and dispatch off this here by clicking the little dispatch button, and that's going to dispatch that job. So if team number 2, we had a no call, no show employee, we could do is swing this right over to our solo team, and that could go over. So it's a drag and drop ability, so you can actually see what it looks like on a resource basis. Now, in addition, there's some other things that you can do in here. So we can also go in and hit the check icon to complete the job, or we can cancel the dispatch. So there's some other icons up here that a lot of folks probably don't notice, but we can go in and hit this little guy up here, and that is show the map. So we can go in now, and once we hit that right here, there is a map icon that actually shows up. So if we want to, and I have no idea where this test account lives, if it even lives anywhere, but if we click that button, it'll stick that up here, and it doesn't look like it went anywhere, but let's see if this Sudbury, Ontario, oh, there we go. So don't like homesick now, but we're down back in downtown Sudbury here. home of the Sudbury Wolves of the OHL, if you're familiar. So
Mhm.
we can actually see and go in and route based off that. So it's got most of the functionality, if not all the functionality of the dispatch board as well. We do recommend using that dispatch board. So same idea. We can go in, grab them, dollar amounts, and navigation. So all the main features here are in here. You can filter down based on proximity as well.